You're not special. Your problems aren't unique. And the reason you're stuck in life isn't because of bad luck, difficult circumstances, or other people. It's because of the lies you keep telling yourself. This video contains 10 brutal truths that will either make you angry or change your life forever. If you can't handle raw honesty, click away now. But if you're ready to stop making excuses and start making progress, then this might be the most important 20 minutes you'll ever spend. What's up, everyone? I'm back with another dose of reality. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything or make you feel good about yourself. I'm here to tell you what nobody else will, the truth. And the truth hurts sometimes. But here's the thing, the pain of truth is temporary, but the pain of staying stuck lasts forever. Before we dive into these harsh truths, I want you to do something. Turn off distractions. This isn't background noise content. This requires your full attention because what I'm about to share will challenge everything you believe about yourself and your situation. If you're ready for some uncomfortable honesty, hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Truth 1. You're addicted to comfort. First painful truth. You're addicted to your comfort zone, and it's killing your potential. You complain about your job, but you're not actively looking for a new one. You say you want to lose weight, but you keep eating the same foods. You want to start a business, but you spend your evenings watching Netflix instead of learning new skills. Here's what nobody tells you: your comfort zone is actually incredibly uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable with your current situation, but you're more uncomfortable with the effort required to change it. So you choose the familiar discomfort over the unknown discomfort. But here's the brutal reality: growth requires discomfort. Success requires sacrifice. And if you're not willing to be uncomfortable temporarily, you'll be uncomfortable permanently. Stop waiting for motivation. Motivation is garbage. Discipline is what separates winners from whiners. The most successful people do what they need to do whether they feel like it or not. Truth 2. Nobody owes you anything. Truth number 2 is going to sting. Nobody owes you success, happiness, or respect. Nobody. Your parents don't owe you financial support forever. Your boss doesn't owe you a promotion. Your friends don't owe you their time. The world doesn't owe you opportunities. I see people waiting for someone to rescue them, to give them a chance to recognize their potential. They're waiting for permission to start living their lives. But here's the harsh reality: you're the only one responsible for your success. Stop expecting handouts. Stop waiting for recognition. Stop believing that good things happen to good people automatically. Good things happen to people who work hard, take risks, and create value for others. Your success is your responsibility. Your happiness is your responsibility. Your life is your responsibility. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can start building the life you actually want. Truth 3. Your excuses are keeping you weak. Truth 3. Your excuses have become your identity, and you're protecting them like treasures. I don't have time. I don't have money. I'm too old. I'm too young. I don't have connections. I don't have experience. Let me tell you something, these aren't explanations, they're excuses. And every excuse you make is a choice to stay exactly where you are. You know what the difference is between successful people and unsuccessful people? Successful people have the same constraints, the same challenges, the same 24 hours in a day. The difference is they find solutions instead of collecting excuses. Your excuses feel comforting because they protect you from failure, but they also protect you from success. Every time you say, "I can't because," you're choosing comfort over growth. Stop romanticizing your limitations. Start romanticizing your potential. Truth 4. You're probably your own worst enemy. Here's a painful truth. You're probably the biggest obstacle in your own life. You sabotage opportunities because you don't think you deserve them. You procrastinate on important tasks because you're afraid of failing. You stay in toxic relationships because you don't think you can do better. Your worst enemy isn't your boss, your ex, or your circumstances. It's the voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. You're not stuck because of external factors, you're stuck because of internal resistance. You're fighting against yourself every single day. Here's what you need to understand: that voice in your head isn't protecting you, it's imprisoning you. Those fears aren't keeping you safe, they're keeping you small. Truth 5. Your friends might be holding you back. This one's really going to hurt. Some of your friends don't want you to succeed, not because they're evil, but because your success makes them uncomfortable about their own lack of progress. When you start improving your life, it forces them to confront their own stagnation. They'll disguise their discouragement as concern. Don't you think you're being unrealistic? Remember what happened last time you tried something like this. You're changing, and I don't like it. Here's the brutal truth. If your friends are more supportive of your problems than your progress, they're not your friends. They're your enablers. You become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those 5 people are complainers, dreamers without action, or people who have given up on their goals, guess what you're going to become? This doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off, but it does mean you need to be intentional about who influences your mindset. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, not people who make you comfortable staying the same. Truth 6. You're wasting your most valuable resource. Truth 6. You're treating time like it's unlimited, and it's destroying your life. You scroll social media for hours, but say you don't have time to exercise. You binge-watch entire seasons of shows, but claim you don't have time to read books or learn new skills. Here's the harsh reality: you have the same 24 hours as everyone else. The difference is successful people treat time like the finite, irreplaceable resource it is. Every minute you spend consuming mindless content is a minute you're not investing in your future. Every hour you spend complaining is an hour you're not spending creating solutions. Time is the only resource you can't get back. Money can be earned again. Relationships can be rebuilt. But time, once it's gone forever. Stop acting like you have unlimited time to figure your life out. Stop putting off important decisions and actions. Your future self will either thank you or resent you for how you spend your time today. Truth 7. You're avoiding the hard conversations. Truth 7. You're avoiding difficult conversations, and it's costing you everything. You need to have a difficult conversation with your boss about your career growth, but you keep putting it off. You need to address issues in your relationship, but you keep avoiding conflict. You need to set boundaries with family members, but you're afraid of hurting feelings. Here's the painful truth: avoiding difficult conversations doesn't make them go away. It makes them worse. Problems don't solve themselves. Resentment doesn't disappear on its own. Misunderstandings don't magically clear up. Every conversation you avoid is a problem you're choosing to keep. Every boundary you don't set is a boundary that will be crossed again and again. Successful people have difficult conversations early and often. They address issues before they become crises. They speak up for themselves instead of suffering in silence. The conversation you're avoiding is probably the conversation that will change your life. Stop letting fear of temporary discomfort create permanent problems. Truth 8. You're seeking validation in all the wrong places. Truth 8. You're seeking validation from people who don't matter while ignoring validation from the person who matters most, yourself. You post on social media, hoping for likes and comments to feel good about yourself. You make decisions based on what others might think, instead of what you know is right. You change your opinions to fit in with whatever group you're around. Here's the brutal truth: external validation is like junk food for your self-esteem. It feels good temporarily, but it leaves you malnourished and dependent. The people whose opinions you value most probably don't even think about you as much as you think they do. And the people who truly matter in your life will support you regardless of your choices. Stop performing for an audience that doesn't care. Stop seeking approval from people who aren't living your life. The only validation that matters is the validation you give yourself. When you stop seeking approval from everyone else, you start living authentically. And authentic living is the foundation of genuine happiness. Truth 9. You're not taking responsibility for your results. Truth 9. You're great at taking credit for successes, but terrible at taking responsibility for failures. When things go well, it's because of your hard work, intelligence, and talent. When things go poorly, it's because of bad luck, difficult people, or unfair circumstances. This victim mentality is keeping you powerless. If everything is someone else's fault, then you have no control over changing it. But if you take responsibility for your results, you take back your power to change them. Here's the hard truth: successful people take responsibility for everything in their lives, even things that aren't entirely their fault. They ask, "What could I have done differently?" instead of "Who's to blame?" Stop blaming your parents, your boss, your circumstances, or your past. These things may have influenced you, but they don't control you. You have the power to choose your response to any situation. Take responsibility for your finances, your health, your relationships, and your career. The moment you stop blaming others is the moment you start changing your life. Truth 10. You're waiting for perfect conditions. The final truth. You're waiting for perfect conditions that will never come. You're waiting until you have more money, more time, more experience, more confidence, or more support. You're waiting for the perfect moment to start living your life. Here's the brutal reality. There is no perfect time. There are no perfect conditions. There is no perfect moment. There's only now. Successful people start before they're ready. They figure it out as they go. They take action with imperfect information because they understand that imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for someone to save you or fix your problems. The life you want is waiting for you to start building it. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when conditions are perfect. Today, right now, with whatever you have, wherever you are. So, there you have it, 10 painful truths that most people spend their entire lives avoiding. Now, here's my challenge to you. Choose one of these truths that hit you the hardest. Just one. And for the next 30 days, I want you to take action on changing it. Don't try to fix everything at once. That's another form of procrastination. Pick one truth and commit to addressing it. If you realized you're addicted to comfort, do one thing every day that makes you uncomfortable. If you recognized you're making excuses, catch yourself making an excuse and find a solution instead. If you saw that you're avoiding difficult conversations, have one this week. Drop a comment below and tell me which truth hit you the hardest and what you're going to do about it. I read every comment and I want to see you take action, not just consume content. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. Discomfort is the price of growth. If it made you angry, even better. Anger can be fuel if you channel it correctly. Here's what I want you to do right now. Subscribe to this channel if you want more content that challenges you to grow instead of just making you feel good. Share this video with someone who needs to hear these truths. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is tell someone what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And most importantly, stop waiting for your life to begin. It's already started, and you're wasting precious time waiting for perfect conditions that will never come. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, the truth hurts, but lies hurt more.